morning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we got a conviction here, right? With the officers that was caught on cam, on body cam, beating the crap out of Robert Brooks. He was an inmate in Marcy Correctional Facility, upstate New York. So one of the officers got 15 years. I mean, they caught it on body cam, and this is a big, big victory for the indigenous people of the earth. This is a big, big victory for those that came before Robert Brooks, that was murdered unjustly, and these crimes was covered up, and this is what it is. This is what they do, and I would like to send my condolences out to the family and his friends and his loved ones that he's no longer here anymore. And let's not celebrating. Let's celebrate his life instead of celebrating his death, and which was caused by these sick, barbaric, devil, demons, demonic correction officers supposed to be there guiding you towards rehabilitation of yourself, supposed to be helping you. Correction officer. This is why it says correction, right? If it's for corrections, why are you killing and beating people? If you are there to uplift someone and put someone in the right direction, basically get their life together after committing crimes and convicted of a crime, right? Basically, right? This is all bull crap, and I definitely, this was a big win. Yes, it was. This was a big win, big win. So I want to share with you a video, right, with the brother Robert Brooks, that was mercifully beaten to death and stomped out. This is an actual true fact. Wow, handcuffed. So come on.
Charged in the beating death of Robert Brooks at Marcy Correctional last December, is now off to prison. Christopher Walworth in Oneida County Court today to learn his sentence. News Channel 9's Jeremy Skiba takes us inside the emotional courtroom.
Christopher Walrath was the first of the former Marcy Correction officers to plead guilty in the beating death of Robert Brooks back in May. Now he's the first former guard to face prison time.
The defendant is hereby sentenced to a determinate sentence of 15 years in state prison. That is along with 5 years of post-release supervision.
The special prosecutor, Onondaga County District Attorney Bill Fitzpatrick, said he was willing to dismiss a murder charge because he said, quote, "I don't believe Walrath's blows were independently fatal."
I wanted to get to the why. What did Robert do to provoke this? 8 months later, and hundreds of investigative hours later, I can answer that question as to what Robert Brooks did to provoke his death. Absolutely nothing.
Before Walrath heard his sentence, he in the courtroom heard from Robert Brooks Jr.
I want you to imagine watching someone beating your own father helpless, restrained, bloody. I want you to imagine watching your own father be hit with the 50 boot or being dragged by his neck.
Brooks Jr. says he was awaiting his father's release, which was supposed to be next July.
You took that away from us. Although I can never forgive you, I respect that you admitted what you did and accept the responsibility. And I hope that others have the courage to do the same. That goes beyond what happens in any courtroom.
Brooks Jr. ending on a reminder that Walrath is now part of the state prison system.
You are no longer acting within the system. Now, your life is at the mercy of it. And I pray for your family who's going to have to spend the next 15 years worrying about you. Just like all New Yorkers with incarcerated loved ones must do.
Judge Robert Bauer asked Walrath if he wanted to say anything, and Walrath declined. In Utica, Jeremy Skiba, News Channel 9.
Yeah, that was a big victory. That was a big victory for so many brothers that got murdered by the hands of these correction officers upstate New York. They was getting away with a lot of murders up there. Trust you me, they was getting away with a lot of murders up there. And this changed the dynamic. This changed the energy up there. This changes the enemy. This changes the energy up there. This change of the vibes up there between brothers that's locked up upstate New York, and these officers. So now you got to be a little more cautious. Now you got to be a little more on point of putting your hands and killing somebody loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Upstate New York, where you got away with a lot of bodies and killing a lot of people upstate in these jails, even on Rikers Island, even around this whole entire world. People are getting beat mercifully by these officers in there, you know, by these demonic devil demons, evil maniacs, just want to kill people, you know. And yes, this is very, very sad. This is a very, very sad day, but it's also a very, very happy day, because this put a big blow inside of their system. Because over, I'm just going to say 50 years. Let's just say 50 years. 50 years they've been getting the way of killing people, murdering people, saying people that hung themselves, you know. So, you know, this is a big, big victory. And I'd like to send my condolences out to his family. And when I get off here, right, if you have missed this story before, I'm going to put it in my description. So I got part 2, I got part 1 and part 2. So definitely, you know, I'm going to put in my descriptions so you can watch the process and you can watch these certain things, how these officers beat them. And part 1, I got footage. I got footage of them beating on them. So, you know, I didn't mean to put it up there like that, but I apologize for that, you know, and I apologize to the family. But certain things like that need to be checked and it need to be addressed. Ford said it's sad to think that you have to be cautious over police. They are supposed to protect you. Yes, you are there for protection and correction, right? And guiding individuals the right way. But see, they're not of the same civilization of us. So they don't have to correct you. They don't have to do anything. That's how they feel. But always remember, spirituality, how the Creator created us. All people, white, black, Spanish, everything, to bring justice and balance to the whole world. To the whole world. Justice and balance, everybody. Because the world is based on, and everything that we see, right, is based on justice and balance. Only mankind in this entity do not practice justice and balance because they feel like they don't need to practice. They feel they could be tyrants, they could feel that they could be bullies, and they could feel they could be murderers and everything else to uphold this demonic devil demon way of life. You see how evil this was? He didn't apologize. He's taking his sentence and like whatever. I'm not apologizing for that, for killing that Nagam, and that's how he feel. And a lot of his boys, all of his other boys feel that same way. They feel that same way, man. You know, to rid the earth of these certain individuals, and this is how they feel. You know, and I'm telling you, in their civilization, they are bad apples. He is considered a bad apple. There's a lot of bad apples in all civilization. Do you understand that? In all civilization. And their civilization is supposed to keep their civilization in check and balance. Just like all of us supposed to keep our civilization, those as bad apples, right? And justice is balance. And this is how you spread justice and balance amongst the earth and amongst the people all around the world. Justice and balance. The things that we see in now, this is not justice and balance. It's not. This is not. It's a big sideshow, right? For the internet to run up views, to run up followers, subscribers, and all this other stuff from the top to the bottom. That's why I don't get involved with this nonsense, man. I don't get involved with it. You know, these politics and all this other stuff. And his story, which is nothing but lies and deception in it. And this is an actual true fact. So, you know, I encourage each other to like and share this video and get this information out, man. This was a big, big, big victory for the family and for the individuals that died before Robert Brooks. There was a lot of individuals that died, man, that died in these state prisons and no longer here, and their family then got justice. They was told that their son had hung himself straight up, and they were seeking justice and didn't get any help. So this is a big victory, This is a big awareness, right, to these officers that's practicing this sick, barbaric way of life, right? And those that is locked up, is to be on point. To be on point. And your loved ones, if you have somebody that's upstate, that's locked up anywhere, please write them. Please write them. Let the administration, let people, the government, let them know that they have loved ones outside in the street that love them, even though they made bad decisions. So this is a wake-up call. Did he get death sentence? Also, sorry, I got here about 3 and 4th in the wing. No, he didn't. He got 15 years. He got 15 years with 5 years post supervised provision. I mean, whatever. He got 5 years on parole. So after he do this 15 years, maybe 14, 15 years, stuff like that, for that manslaughter, he got to be on parole for 5 years. And you know what? And that send a message to all them other officers that participate and beating on him and stomping on him and killing him. You know, you can see the man, he was handcuffed. He was handcuffed. Yes, that's manslaughter. That's manslaughter. It probably wasn't premeditated, but they did the act, so that's considered manslaughter. And that's gang assault. He should have gotten a little more with no parole. That's right, because look how he walked out the room. Look how he walked out the court. He walked out with his head high up. Yeah, I killed the Nagam. I killed the Nagam. Yes, I did it. I did it. And this is how these individuals feel, man. This is how these individuals feel. And it's not just their civilization. It's a lot of civilizations all around the world that practice this evil act of killing people and murdering people. You understand what I'm saying? It's sick, barbaric devil demon. He's going to backdoor you in the end. And he got backdoored. And look, he's still upholding devilish ways. You should have said something that you apologize. Yeah, he admitted it. That's cool. He admitted it. He accepted his punishment. He accepted the 15 years because he know what he did. It wasn't only his blows that killed Robert Brooks, but his blows contribute to him dying, being beaten to death. This is an actual true fact, man. This life is going to backdoor you. And this is the result that I'm talking about with this barbaric devil demon way of life. That is evil and is a maniac that you cannot see with your eyes. It's going to backdoor you. It don't care if you white, you black, you Spanish, whoever you are. If you uphold this way of life, some way, somehow, it's going to backdoor you. That's exactly what it is. So why uplive it? Why do the acts of killing and murdering people, or robbing people, or backdooring people, or being disrespectful, or all these other stuff that people do? You understand what I'm saying? Why live this life? Because it's evil. You can't see it. You can't see it with your eyes, man. And this is a wake-up call to everybody that's living this demon life. This is a wake-up call to these officers. This is a wake-up call to these officers that uplive this dirty, nasty, filthy, barbaric, evil, maniac life that is going to backdoor you. He think that he did some type of justice, yeah, uphold, and I ain't telling nobody, whatever. You got 15 years, man. You got 15 years, and then you walked out with your head high up. And the murder, death, kill love that. It loves that. It loves that you do that. It got some more for you. It's not over. So now we got to wait for the other officers to come up that participate in him being murdered. You know, Robert Brooks. You know, I like to send my dollars out to his family, but this shouldn't have done. This should not have happened. No, this shouldn't happen. He was coming home, they said next year, in July, and you killed that man. And they do that. I know a couple of people that I know that died in the hands of these officers that supposed to come home within 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? So they play this game like that. So now that is exposing you, this murder, death, kill, and they don't have your back, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? What are you going to do? You still going to uphold his life? Or you going to come on the side of righteousness, of God-fearing, and keeping justice and balance upon the land? This is an actual true fact, man. You know? And thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And nobody, family members, should have to be worried about their son or their daughters being murdered by the hands of these officers. Maniacs. Maniacs. And it's sad, man. It's really sad that we have to talk about this. But you know what? We got to get the message out. It's not over. The community, they was out there in force. They wasn't letting this thing go because it's different administration now. It's different administration. It ain't the same administration. See, once you keep doing these acts, right, and you got people at the top of these systems that promote this murder, death, kill, don't care about nobody's civilization but theirs, they're going to keep upholding this devil ways. They're going to keep upholding it. And what happened is that you get so accustomed years and years and years in doing it, you don't care. You think everybody else is a part of your team. But now this time it showed you that it backdoored you. It backdoored you. It don't care what color you are. You understand that? Ask yourself when you look in the mirror, why did it backdoor you? Ask yourself that. You have a lot of time to ask yourself, and a lot of other these officers out there that uphold this demonic devil demon way of life. Ask yourself, why did it backdoor you? Why did you get caught? Why didn't it hide you? How many other people you beaten or killed or participating knowing somebody killed somebody loved one? These are the questions. It backdoor you and all of your boys. This is why my platform is the way it is, man. And it's sad, man. And I send my condolences out to the brother Robert Brooks. May he rest in peace, man. This shouldn't have to be done. This should not have, this should not, I can't even find the words to express, man. This shouldn't have took place. This should not have took place. That man's supposed to be coming home to his loved one, getting his life together, coming home, getting a job, you know, praying and seeking forgiveness for the acts that he has done upon people. You know, that's all I gotta say, man. You'll have an amazing Thursday. Peace, y'all. Peace.